Hey there, rulers, DMO73 here, and we have our exclusive spoilers for the next set of Trinity Cluster. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to pre-order upcoming Force of Will sets, ccgprime.com for singles and supplies, cardodoko.com for those rulers in the international market looking for product, the Ruler School Circuit Series now taking orders on our Q4 2024 circuit kits, and our guest lecturer members, Vite Ramen. Class is in session.
So first up we have Type 99, the anti-aircraft tank, a 2-drop plus X regalia tank, mobilized, J/Resonator, terrifying and bane, 6/6 when mobilized, enters the field with X +1/+1 counters on it for each card in your hand. So if you pay 4, it gets 2 X +1/+1 counters for every card in your hand. On enter, you put Y +1/+1 counters on it, where it's the number of military entities or tank entities you control, and you can pay 1 to remove a counter to deal 200 damage to something with flying or a player, or pay 2 to put 2 +1/+1 counters on this card. So you load it up, and you can fire those cannons at your opponent's face, meanwhile also being able to make a potentially huge tank resonator. Next up, we have an ambush card, Spell Twister Bandit, 3-cost bandit wizard with ambush of red and 1. On enter, you can copy a target chant spell, and you can choose new targets for that copy. And Resonance Fire Magic Stone, you the player gain at the end of the turn, if 300 damage was dealt to another player this turn, draw a card. So did you burn your opponent this turn? Great, draw a card. Next, I am back as Bianchi on Thram's Shielded Arm, a 2-cost automaton werefox warrior with 6/5, belligerence, and protect. If I control a J-ruler with Thram in its name, the opponent must target this card if able, and whenever this card is targeted by a spell or ability by another player with a single target, you can swap it to something else. So they have to target it, and then it is allowed to redirect it to something else. You can pay 1 white to put a +1/+1 counter on the card and gain 200 life, and pay 1 red to give it -200 attack and multi-strike until the end of the turn. And we have our first new aid card. This is the Crimson Lotus. On its front side, it is the arcane item for 2 red, Fate with Lumia, ambush for red, mythic, and eternal. While it exists as its regalia side, you can pay 1 to put cards in your standby area instead of 2. Light Fire Human Resonators gain ambush, red-white in all zones. You can tap to force C2 and put the top card of your deck into the standby area face down. You can pay 1 red and reveal it from your hand and put it into the standby area face down, which then means you can use it for ambush. Only if you control a J/ruler with Lumia in its name. So if you don't actually get it at the top, like you're going second, you do have a very easy way to get this thing into the field at quick cast speed thanks to ambush and the reveal ability. If you are going first though as Lumia, you can get it as an arcane item. Light Fire Human Resonators gain ambush, red-white in all zones. Whenever a resonator you control leaves the field, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, you get to draw a card, and you can pay 1 to put a card from your hand face down into the standby area at instant speed, unlimited times. So a will sync for stealth is pretty nice. And then you can tap and force C2 to put the top card of your deck into the area face down, and then you get a God's Art of Heat of the Crimson Lotus for 2 red, put target resonator into its controller's standby area face down, then it deals 400 damage to yourself. So you can use it as a spot removal, you can use it to replicate an ambush or a stealth trigger, all kinds of cool stuff off of this God's Art. So there you have it. Those are our spoilers. Hope you guys like it. Let us know what you're most excited for the next set in the comment sections down below. And until next time, this is DMO73 saying class dismissed.